Good morning, scholars and learners. Hope you're all doing very well. All right, today in this video, we are going to answer the questions, what are factors? And how can I find all of the factor pairs of a number? So our fourth grade goal is to actually be able to find all the factor pairs of any number from 1 to 100. But first, we have to know what factors are. Okay, so if you remember when we did our lesson on tea lights and the student who was selling boxes of tea lights, and she had to figure out how many different boxes she could make to be able to sell her tea lights. So in other words, I'm going to give an example of, here is our rectangle. Imagine this was one of the boxes we created, and she knew the dimensions were going to be 4 and 5, and 4 multiplied by 5 gave her 20. So if I wrote a multiplication equation, 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. Okay, the factors are 4 and 5 and the factor pair. So they are numbers I can multiply by another whole number to get a product. And these ones are a factor pair because they are the two numbers I multiply to get a product of 20. They have to go together. They're a pair, right? How else could I make 20? Well, think to yourself. I know that I could also multiply 2 and 10, which would give me a product of 20. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20. So my factors are 2 and 10. My product is 20. And there's one more way. Every number we know is a multiple of 1 and itself. So every number has at least 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. So that box would look very long and skinny. 1 and 20. Oop, there's my dog. Quiet. Okay, so we know 1 multiplied by 20 is 20. So the factor pairs of 20 are 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 4 and 5. So it has 3 factor pairs, 1, 2, 3, and 6 factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how could I show this in another way? Remember, the factor rainbow is a way that we can make sure we get all of the factors. So if you saw a question, find the factors of 20, you could start out by saying, well, I know 1 multiplied by 20 is 20. So you know 1 and 20 are pairs. Then what number are you going to check next? You're going to check 2. Let's see. Can I multiply something by 2 and get 20? Yes, 2 and 10. Those are factor pairs. So that's why I connect them with a line. Can I multiply anything by 3 and get 20? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Uh-oh, I cannot. But can I multiply 4? Yep, I know 4 times 5, 5, 10, 15, 20 is 20. So using this factor rainbow, I have made sure I found all the factor pairs. 3 factor pairs of 20. Okay. So let's clear our boards, and we're going to look at a different example. So this question is, find all of the factor pairs of 10. What are the factor pairs of 10? Okay, so first, we're going to use our rainbow. Okay. So think to yourself, I know I can make 10 by multiplying 1 and 10. Okay? What number do we need to try next to make sure we get all of them? We need to try 2, right? Can I multiply something by 2? Let's check on a number line. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. How many times did I skip count? 5. So 2 and 5 go together. All right, can I do 3 and get to 10? 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. Uh-oh. So our 10 is right here. I can't multiply, so 3 doesn't work. 4, can I multiply anything by 4? 4, 8, 12, nope, because my 10 is right here. So these are all of the factor pairs and all of the factors of 10, okay? So now let's try a different one. I want you to find all of the factor pairs of 13. What are all the things I can multiply together to get 13? Okay, so right now on your whiteboard, you should be drawing a factor rainbow and thinking through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so if you need a moment, you can pause the video, but let's double check. So we know 1 multiplied by 13 is 13. This is an odd number, right? So I cannot multiply 2 by anything and get 13. So 2 doesn't work. 3, if we're not sure, we can check. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Nope. 4, if I skip count by 4s, I get 4, 8, 12, 16. Nope. And 5, I know because it doesn't end in 0 or 5 that can't be. So what is special about 13? Well, it only has 2 factors or 1 factor pair. The 2 factors are 1 in the number itself. So this number is a prime number. 13 is a prime number because it has only 2 factors. Okay? So let's try another example. I want you to now find all the factor pairs of 16. What are the factor pairs of 16? Okay, pause the video if you need a moment to work through this, and then resume play when you're ready to check your work. Okay, so here I go with checking. What are the factor pairs of 16? So starting with 1 and 16. Now let's check 2. 2 multiplied by what is 16? Oop, 2 multiplied by 8. 3. Can I multiply 3 by anything and get 16? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Nope. So that one's not going to work. What about 4? 4 times something and get 16? 4, 8, 12, 16. So 4 and 4 are factor pairs. So what kind of number is 16? And I know 5 and 6 and 7 are also not factor pairs because I cannot multiply, or sorry, factors of 16. I can't multiply anything by that. So what kind of number is 16? Well, we know it is a composite number. Composite. It is a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. It has 6 factors or 3 factor pairs. 1, 2, 3 pairs of numbers. Okay, are you ready for a little bit more of a tricky one? Okay, this one is going to have more factor pairs because it's a bigger number. 36. So now you're going to work through what are the factor pairs of 36. Again, pause the video to give you some time to work through this. Okay, now let's think about this. So our factor pairs, we know 1 and 36. I'm going to spread them out so I have enough space in here to put my other factors. Okay, 2. This is kind of a tricky one. It might take a long time to skip count 2 and 2. So, is there a more efficient way? Well, I know that half of 30 is 15, and half of 6 is 3. So, 15 and 3 together are 18. So if I check that, 2 times 18, if I add 18 twice, will I get 36? 18 plus 8 plus 8, carry my 10, 36. So I know 2 multiplied by 18 is 36. All right, let's try 3. I'm giving the answer away. 3 multiplied by what gives me 36? Well, I know 3 times 10 is 30. And I know 3 times 2 is 6. So 3 times 12 would give me 36. 3 times 12 gives me 36. Now let's think about, we need to try 4 to see if we're getting, if 4 is a factor of 36. Let's see. Can I multiply anything by 4? This one I'm not sure, so I might try on a number line. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Oop, I'm going to run out of room. 32 and 36. So how many times did I jump 4 and 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 multiplied by 9 is 36. Ooh, I'm still not done. I still need to try a few more numbers. What numbers do I still have to try? I know I need to try 5, but look at this 6. I know multiples of 5 end in 0, 5, 0 or 5. So this cannot be a multiple of 5. What about 6? Let's see 6. Well, I know 6 times 5 is 30. And if I add 6 more, I get 36. So 6 times 6 is 36. 7 and 8. Would 7 or 8 be a factor of 36? Well, I know 7 times 5 is 35, so not that one. And I know 8 times 4, or 8 times 5 is 40, so I cannot get to 36 from that. So I know these are all the factor pairs of 36. So back to that primer composite. What kind of number is this? 36. It is composite. Okay? Because it has more than 2 factors. It's not just one in itself, it's these. So think to yourself, which of these factor pairs were most difficult to find? Okay, and what strategies could you use to make sure that you're getting all of the pairs? Okay, so here's a tricky one that I want, if you're ready to challenge yourself, I want you to find the factor pairs of 54. Okay, this will be kind of your exit ticket. Okay, I know you can start with 1 and 54. Then on your whiteboard, take a picture of your factor rainbow for 54. And on the side, you could write if it's primer composite and go ahead and take a picture on Seesaw. If you're not ready for the number 54, you could try, what are the factor pairs of 24? Or what are the factor pairs of 30? Or what are the factor pairs of 17? Or what are the factor pairs of, let's see, 81? Again, that might be another challenge if you're ready for that. Okay, so on your own whiteboard, you can show me a rainbow for these numbers and take a picture on Seesaw and explain how did you find the factor pairs of that number using a rainbow. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Remember, a factor is the number I can multiply by another number to get a product. Okay, thank you guys for watching and for being such learners with growth mindsets. Good luck on finding your factor pairs here.